Another day and we're back at it again. So we finally got the car running. Man, it was a pain in the butt, but I'm happy because now we can finally get on the road and see how it drives. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna get the car on the ground, so we gotta put the axles back in. We're gonna try and get the bumper on with the headlights. I'm probably gonna have to trim the bumper because that big intercooler is gonna be in the way. I'm not certain how I'm gonna secure the intercooler just yet. I gotta figure out something. But for now, I just wanna make sure we get the car on the road and make sure it drives perfectly fine without any issues since we put a new clutch in. And it's my first time taking everything apart and putting it back together. Let's get started. Both side axles are on, suspension is back together. Now let's get the bumper set up. All right, we have a good idea of what needs to be cut, so let's get to trimming. So I trimmed this bottom piece right here, and that clears the intercooler for the most part, but this is also interfering. So we're probably gonna have to trim. I'm gonna start trimming right above this mark here, right across, and see if that helps. Otherwise, we might just have to trim the whole bottom off of it. So we'll see how much cutting we have to do. I wanna do as little bit of cutting as possible to retain as much of the bumper as possible, but we'll cut what we have to cut. I'm gonna make sure to invest in a cutting wheel because I am never cutting this with a razor blade ever again. I think we're looking pretty good. Bumper is on and secured. But before we continue and get the car on the ground, I'm gonna clean up here real quick because it is a mess. I hate working in a mess. I kind of just got beside myself and lost control. So let's get this all tidied up and then we're gonna get the car on the ground and go for a drive. We've got it all cleaned up. Now let's get the headlights in, get the wheels on, get the car on the ground, and finally get it out of the garage. PSA, you do have to keep the bumper off to get the headlights in. It just makes your life a whole lot easier. Now the passenger headlight is missing the retainer clip to hold the headlight in, and I'm pretty sure that comes with the headlight, so we might have to get a new headlight for it, or just look for one on Facebook Marketplace. Either which way, we'll leave the passenger headlight off for now so we don't damage the new bulb. Everything's just about back together. All that's left is putting the wheels on and driving her out of the garage. Looking back, it's almost hard to believe that this was once completely taken apart and put back together by me, with a lot of help from a lot of people, of course. I couldn't have done it without everyone's help. There's a lot of names to name, so I don't want to go through everyone, but you guys know who you are. Thank you so much for all the information you've given me and helping me get this far into the project. It really means a lot. I'm super excited to get this thing on the road and drive it for the first time. So let's get the wheels on and let's get it out. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I did buy a little present. Some new black wheel locks. I think I'll look a lot better with the white wheels than the silver ones, especially since they were all rusted out. So let's get these new ones on. Look who's back on the ground. It's day 2 and we're back at it again. Today we take her out for our first run. We're gonna make sure everything's running properly before we take her to get tuned. Now this is just a test run. We're not gonna hit it because we only have a base tune. I'm gonna keep it out of boost. I'm gonna try to talk to you guys. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really loud, so I'll try my best. But yeah, it's just gonna be a run around the neighborhood, make sure everything's running smooth, make sure the clutch is proper. I mean, pulling out of the garage, it felt pretty good, so I think everything's decent, but I just want to make sure we go through all the gears and just make sure there's no problems. So let's get it started. Nice and smooth. And the door locks worked. We do have a Viper alarm. Pretty old school, but it was high tech back then, okay? Radio works. Maybe I'll plug back in that subwoofer we have in the trunk. Alright, let's go. Scrape there a little bit. It's because the car is so low and that intercooler is hanging kind of low as well. Doesn't hurt, we got these little dips in my neighborhood, so I'm gonna have to be a little careful. Now I did zip tie the intercooler up to the frame so it's not hanging super low, but looks like it's still pretty low to the point where we will still scrape if we're not too careful. Up. We're gonna go down the back roads. Woo, that turbo noise. Sounds really good. very pleased. Even in low RPM, that was like 1200 in third gear. And it pulls pretty strong with just a very light throttle. And for open downpipe, I mean, does not sound like a Civic at all. It sounds really good. I can't wait to get this thing tuned and actually get on it and feel that turbo spool. Oh, because it sounds so good. Man, I really want to hit it, but I know I shouldn't, and I'm not going to because I don't want any accidents. So we're just going for a nice cruise. We're heading back home, and yeah, she runs perfectly. All gears, perfect shifting. The clutch feels great. The engine feels strong. I'm very happy, very happy with the build. Now we're gonna get it tuned, and yeah. She runs so great. I'm so happy with how she just drove around the neighborhood. I think we are ready for the tune. There's a couple of other small things we have to do, but I'm not too worried about that. The main thing is getting the tune on here and then actually taking her for a rip and see how she goes. On the next episode, you can plan to see her on the dyno putting down some numbers. Make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date on the builds and any future builds that will be coming after this one's given away. And yes, you heard me right. This car is being given away for free on our channel. All you have to do is be subscribed to our YouTube channel, like, comment on the videos, and be signed up on our website, ratedgtr.store. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.